What is good, everyone? This is the Common Critic on the Fed by Ravens Media Network, coming at you live from our studio here in Ogden. As always, I'm Brandon. Joined with me is Cody, and this is one of those podcasts where we say we do it for you. We suffer so you don't have to, and maybe that's spoiling, maybe that's a glimpse into our scores or whatever, but let me tell you what we just did. For all you listeners out there, you should thank us, because I just tortured myself for 2 hours for this.
Tortured?
Yeah, I would say tortured.
Tortured. Wow, we might be opposite on this.
I would accept it. I would gladly. I hope you like it. I hope you do. Yeah, because I didn't say it. For those of you who don't know, we're talking Reminiscence, the new Hugh Jackman movie, written and directed by Lisa Joy, who I love from Westworld. This movie kind of snuck up on me. I had no idea this existed until I saw Free Guy and the trailer came up for Free Guy. I was like,
I remember seeing the trailer a long time ago.
Really?
And then when you said, hey, let's do Reminiscence, I was like, Reminiscence. And then I saw it again. I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember this.
So the story behind us doing this is we weren't going to do it because I didn't want to go pay money to watch it because I knew I would hate it. I just watched the trailer. I'm like, I have zero interest in that at all. But then I saw it was on HBO Max and everybody was talking about it and it's trending. And I'm like,
you got to do it.
I guess we'll do it. So we watched it late last night, and
let's just say I understand your hesitation because I was hesitant as well. And when I was watching it, there's definitely some. it drags in some parts for sure. The pacing of this movie is not very good.
Look, it's what for me at least, it's what we talk about all the time. It's the great concept. Awesome concept, really fun. It felt like very poor execution.
I feel like there's like 5 different concepts in this movie.
You know what this felt like? This felt like the poor man's attempt at a Christopher Nolan movie. Yeah. Give Christopher Nolan this idea, and I feel like he makes a far better movie out of it.
Well, it was a family affair, right? Isn't she married to Christopher? What's his name? Christopher Nolan's brother.
Is she?
I think so.
I don't know.
What's her name again? Joy. Something for Joy. Anyway, yeah, I think she's actually married to Christopher Nolan's brother, the Nolan brothers.
Lisa Joy?
Yeah.
So, well, I wouldn't doubt it with her work on Westworld and stuff, which I'm a big fan of Westworld. So, very excited.
So, well, let's get into it. What bothered you? Or you want to go scores first?
You got to go scores first. We don't have an audience score. That's our bad. But we'll just give you guys our thoughts, and we'll see.
I'm about a 6.
Okay. That's fine.
I've been back and forth between 6, 6.5.
6.5. Yeah. But you're going to stick with the 6.
I'm going to stick with the 6.
All right. My goal this podcast is to drag you down.
Okay.
Where that happens. All right.
Well, it feels uneasy to me. I feel like we're in the different.
Why 6?
Why 6? Well, it wasn't a 6. I'll tell you that from the beginning. The reason I got a 6 is I feel like the ending really it captured me more than I thought I was going to. Because I was sitting about a 4 the whole movie.
Interesting.
And the at the end, it like I said, captured me more than I thought it was going to. And because I was falling asleep. Anyway, it was more intriguing than I anticipated it was going to be. I had no expectations going into this movie, so I think that might have helped my score as well.
Okay, so worth it or not worth it?
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
You think it's so? You're giving it a 6 and worth it?
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready for mine? Giving it a 4.5.
What? This is awesome.
And not worth it.
Oh, we need an audience score.
Oh, I wish we had one, but we can't give it. What does that give us though?
5.25. Sorry, 5.25. My voice is anyway.
That is so much higher than I'd like to give it.
You thought I was just going to hate this, didn't you?
I thought you were going to hate it with me. But before the podcast, Cody came in and I was like, oh man, are you like ready to trash this thing? Are you thinking you like hated it too?
I didn't say a word. You can trash it. Go ahead. I'll probably trash it with you because there's a lot wrong with this movie.
I'm not going to trash it too much. That's a lie. I am going to trash it a lot.
Yeah.
This movie is too convoluted.
That's a great
word. At the heart of it is a simple concept that has too much thrown into it, right? And it feels like it tries to hit a lot of subtext, but it just doesn't land. It seems like it wants to be more than it is, right? So you have the whole concept of the water rising, right? And people are nocturnal. What that has to do with this plot,
has nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do. Everyone keeps referencing this war. The big war changed everything.
Yeah.
Everyone was involved. There's a draft. How does that change anybody?
It just it gives Hugh Jackman the ability to do a fight.
Yes.
That's what I think they created that backstory so that him and the police guy, the crooked police guy, have that long, drawn out fight.
And then it has like 4 M. Night Shyamalan wanting like twists in it. Right. And I just think it's unnecessary. It tries to be something it's not. What it is this neo-noir sort of detective movie. It's very reminiscent of like a 60s detective, and that's, and I'm fine with that.
But not.
Yes and no, right?
Yeah,
like I said, that neo-noir sort of feel.
It didn't commit to it.
No, it didn't.
That's what bothered me as well. It didn't commit to that point.
And I don't think it sold you on that concept very well either. I know that's what they were going for. It has that feel, but they don't do a good job of selling you.
Yeah.
If, for lack of a better term, it starts off weird, right? I don't think it just kind of throws you right into that. And I think they could have taken some time and had some better setup, some better familiarity in the story. But it just throws you like instantly into this world. And I think that's a big drawback for me.
Yeah, like I said, we're probably going to agree a lot on things, but
our scores differ.
Yeah, well, just because of just because of the ending for me, I really enjoyed the ending for me.
I agree, and the ending is what raised my score too.
That's whew. So things bothered you a lot more than they bothered me. It sounds like.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. But yeah, convoluted is a great word because I think there's some good hit moments and a lot of missed moments too. So. But I don't know, Hugh Jackman's good. The acting was, I think, great. I shouldn't say great. The acting was good between Hugh Jackman and Rebecca Ferguson. May, yeah. And even, I can never say her first name. Newton, his friend.
We'll just call her Watts. She's also she's a main character in Westworld. She's fantastic in that show. Really fantastic.
So I think like we talk about concept is great. I think they pulled it off at the end. During the middle parts, though, I think it was a bit.
The ending, I would say, look, if give me just the end, and this movie's like an 8 or a 9.
Yeah.
Everything else is like a 1 or a 2 to me. This is all over the place.
Yes,
right.
I'm trying to organize my thoughts and figure it out.
I can't. When I think about this movie, it jumps to like 8 different plots and 9 different locations and 10 different time periods. Right. I don't mind the way of storytelling. Right, but how many times do I have to watch a naked Hugh Jackman wake up from the bath? Right,
like he does like being in water.
Yes, he does. Right?
Why
am I watching Wolverine Origins here? Like, am I watching the naked, with the Wolverine claws?
Yeah, that's how he dies in Prestige as well.
I know.
All the water.
That has got to be a meme. We're gonna make that into a meme, right? Hugh Jackman and his water tanks, right?
Instagram memes.
Yes, but look.
Maybe he's part fish. I don't know.
Maybe he is.
He's to be in water.
He's Australian, so maybe he's a deadly venomous.
Maybe that's why there's water in this whole movie.
Yeah, maybe it's the subtext of, I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's some global warming thing, but
you might get my score down. Oh my heavens!
But look, okay, so let's just try and start from the beginning, right? We'll call him a veteran. He runs this business where people who have crappy lives get to relive their memories.
Well, he's also an independent investigator, right?
Yeah.
Private investigator.
Yeah.
Because he does stuff for the police department.
He gets hired as like a consultant contractor or whatever.
Because he comes in and reads people's memories, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
He's able to lead that, right? Because we learn if you don't lead the person in the memory tank or whatever properly, then
it doesn't work.
They get burned and they are tortured by living the same memory over and over again.
Which I enjoyed.
Again, cool concept.
I enjoyed the ending of that.
The killer concept. I'm telling you, this idea.
When you turn that up to...
In 6 or 7 years, someone remake this properly. And I'll be very excited to go see it. But until then, it's this concept of, oh, look, I have girl troubles with this girl who suddenly disappeared, and I got to go to New Orleans and talk to this drug dealer for some reason about it. But then I get saved.
There's a reason there's a reason he went to New Orleans to talk to him, because
but then he comes back, and then he goes somewhere else, and then he goes somewhere else, and then he comes back, and then he goes somewhere else.
I understand.
Right. See, and it just there's too much.
I agree. There is too much.
The whole subplot of the Lord Baron or whatever landlord having an affair and his son wanting to murder his half brother so he gets the inheritance, but his mom is stuck in memories. And dude, just simplify it more. Have the girl be gone.
So if you had to choose which direction would you go? I feel like this, like we talked about, it went off in all sorts of different directions.
Yeah, I think. Look,
what's the most interesting point?
The most interesting point is,
was it the love affair? Was it the Baron? Was it?
It's the fact that his love interest suddenly disappeared, and he's had no leads. Right, he keeps going back to try and figure. Suddenly he has a lead, and he's able to piece together this puzzle. Right.
Yeah.
Now this puzzle, this mystery, has too many pieces to it.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
That's what I'm saying. What puzzle piece would you eliminate?
The whole subplot of the kid and the affair and the chick stuck in the memories and all that.
But isn't that why she goes to Hugh Jackman?
Sure, like I can't even follow along. Look, I read the Wikipedia page right after, and I was all like,
"He's still confused.
How much did I miss?" And I didn't like watch this in like a chaotic environment or anything. Like, I was able to focus and pay attention for the most part, and a lot of times I just had no idea what was going on. Is it because I'm stupid?
Well, I didn't want to say it.
Well, yeah.
No, it's not because you're stupid. I think convoluted was that's why I said a great word at the beginning, because it was there's a lot of information really fast, but slow at the same time. It was weird. Yeah, but too many pieces. I agree with that.
Yeah, so that's a big markdown for me. The other markdown is the writing. Now, look, I already said, I know they're going for the neo-noir detective thing, that 60s style feel, the trench coat in the rain, narrating your own thoughts type thing. Sometimes the writing was just so stupid. And there are 2 times in particular, right at the beginning, when he says, memories are just a bead on the necklace of time. Come on, man. You can't think of anything better than that.
I knew it was going to come back around, too. Right when he was saying it at the beginning of the movie, I'm like, he's going to say this at the end of the movie.
Oh, my God.
I knew it. Like, it was... I knew it was going to happen. What was the other time you're talking about?
The other time that really sticks out... There were other times where I, rolled my eyes, but these 2 times really stuck out. The other one, when he's first on that date or whatever, that first sequence with May, right? And he's all like, memories are like perfume, better in small doses.
Yeah.
Come on! You can't think of memories are like perfume. I only think about them on date night. Every Friday night. That's the only time I think about it, right? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Come on. It's such bad writing. Like, the dialogue is so awful. And let me tell you, I'll give you a positive, right? Because I did say 4.5, which means there are some things.
Yeah, let's get to the positive.
The ending.
We've been ragging on it for 20 minutes now.
I like Hugh Jackman, man. I like him. Sometimes his character is a little weird, but I think he does well with what he's given. Wasn't given the strongest movie.
Okay. That's your 4.5 is just because of Hugh Jackman.
No, it's the ending, but I don't want to talk about the ending quite yet.
Okay. Well, Hugh Jackman. You didn't like Rebecca Ferguson?
I don't think there was enough of her for me to really give.
Yeah, I did want more Rebecca Ferguson.
because she's great. Like the Mission Impossible movies, she's great in them, man.
Yeah. So the things I like too is the visuals in this movie. I'll give you that. I like the idea of reminiscing, I guess, because I think we all do that.
100%. Yeah.
I think we all kind of like, if I could go back, right? So like we said, the concept's good. If we can go back and we could change something or relive that moment over and over and over again,
like physically relive.
Yeah.
Right.
Would we do it? Of course, I think most people
I don't
would.
think there's not a single person I know who wouldn't.
Yeah. So I think like that part was cool. The way it was set up with fiber optics, I'm guessing.
Some sort of hologram type thing. Oh, it looks awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. The water, granted, it was stupid, but I think they looked good.
It made for like a cool visual, right? But I was just like, how does this further the plot?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Yeah.
I know. It was marked down for me.
I mean, that's all I have to say about that. It doesn't further the plot.
I'm just trying to think of all the positives.
Okay, keep going.
The love story, the love interests, that's what really got me, I think. And I wanted to know what happened to her. She did just disappear. But there was too many puzzle pieces. But then the fight was good between him and the policeman, Cliff Curtis. Is his actor's name? I can't remember. Cyrus Booth.
Booth, I was going to say Booth.
He was good. He was mean and evil.
Yeah, right.
I'm not trying to convince you. Is it
hard to make someone like that mean and evil? I don't think so. No.
I mean, no.
Look, I like the fight scene.
Yeah.
Like it's cool, the whole trap him in a piano and slam the piano through the
And then he goes saves him. Why did he save him?
Well, I think
that's right. He wanted his memories.
Yeah, I was going to say I think saving him was crucial.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It made for the best part of the movie.
I think. Do you want to get into that now? We have about 8 minutes, probably.
Are there more positives you have to say?
It's all in the end.
It's all in the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about this ending, right? So he captures Booth, puts him in the memory tank, right? And he's going through and figuring out all the times he's had contact with May. Right? And you learn, there's almost this sense of betrayal at the beginning. Wow, May just used Nick and screwed him over, right?
So kind of go with that. That part I did like. You didn't know if she was... Because it felt like the love was real.
Look, as soon as Booth is in the memory tank, fantastic stuff. I really love it.
Okay.
I'm on board with everything from then on. Absolutely everything.
Okay, continue, sorry.
No, so he puts him in, and there is this sense of, she really was a bad person. She really did screw over Nick as a person. That sucks. But as you go on, it's the classic, and I'm fine with this cliche of, I was sent to betray you or whatever, spy on you, but I did fall in love with you. I'm fine with that, man. I dig it. And then why she disappeared, because she's a good person. It plays into he knew who she truly was all along.
Well, before that happened, though, she was addicted to drugs, whatever that drug was.
Baca. I don't know. I'm super crack.
Pretty much. And she eats a handful of it.
I know. And then jumps off a building. A little bit of overkill. Pick one or the other, but...
She wanted to make sure.
Double checking. I think the fall didn't do it.
Spoiler alerts, everybody. But
we're way past that.
But then, then obviously through the memories or whatever, we find out that she's, saved this child that this evil rich person wants to get rid of, basically. So
you realize she's good, why she left. Now here comes a painstaking part.
Okay.
I like the callback of when you hear the knock at the door when Hugh Jackman gets out of the tank and he's like, "We're closed." Okay. First off, very obvious. At that scene in the middle of the movie or whatever, I knew it was her. Right? Like,
well, we found the earring, right?
Yeah. So like super obvious.
Yes.
Right. There's no mislead there, but it's painful because now he realizes, wow, because of my anger, because of my laziness, whatever you want to call
obsession.
Obsession, right? I've now lost out on the life I've been wanting. I could have saved her. That's painful, man. That's a painful theme to bring up in a movie like this.
And she was right there.
Yeah, he was opening a door away from having the life he's been wanting for what? Do they ever say how long she's been missing?
No.
I don't think they do. But for however long, right?
I would say a couple months.
You think it's? I thought it was a couple of years. Goes to show you how much I was.
Yeah. No,
attention.
It could have been a couple of years for sure. It didn't give us any timelines or didn't give us any title cards saying 5 years, 6 years, anything like that.
But look, we haven't said anything, but I think I can tell that you and I agree. The pinnacle of this movie, the best part is when May leaves the message for Nick, right? And he walks into the hologram, and it's like they're there again. She's touching him, having that conversation, gives him the information he needs, and the final goodbye, right?
Yeah.
The closure he might need.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Great.
Amazing. Really great stuff.
It blew me away.
This movie was like a 1 or 2 until that happened, literally. And I was like, this whole end scene, everything. Yeah. I'm like, that is so cool.
Even Booth, because it would it would go between Nick and Booth, and he's sitting there crying like,
great visuals. Yeah,
this girl is like he felt the love that she felt for Nick.
Yeah, I mean, he was confused. That's what
I think
really
he was convinced that she liked him that much.
I agree.
Maybe he fell for her. That wasn't conveyed at all.
Yeah, no.
That's just my.
I think he's just in the moment of this girl saying these passionate words to him, and he's thinking, "Oh, it's about me." And then you see that flip of the switch, Nick.
Yeah,
and he's like, Nick, right? And then that's when the snap comes. Nick gets the information he needs. Mm-hmm. She kills herself, and now he has Booth in the tank.
But man, that moment was
fantastic pinnacle.
So, but then she kills herself. Mm-hmm. So then I'm like, ugh. I wasn't happy about that.
No, I'm not happy about that at all.
But they bring it. I think they ended it well with that. The way you could have, as well as you could have. I think.
How so? Like, explain it to me.
Well, I think it goes back into the like our real lives. Mm-hmm. We lose people we love all the time. People die, and we have to actually reminisce about the great times we had with them. We can't dwell on that they're dead. We have to actually live our best moments with them over and over again in our heads, which that's what he does. But he can do it better than we can, obviously, because he's living that moment over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I agree. It's great. One of my favorite parts of the ending is when he tortures Booth for all of eternity by making him think he's on fire constantly, right? And I love the zero remorse in him. Yeah. Right? He's like, you took everything away from me, and you know what? That's fine. I'm going to make you think you're on fire for literally the rest of your life. Now, we don't have too much time. Yeah. Can you explain the ending to me? That they're all old and he's still in the tank? Was he just constantly like lives in the tank now, essentially?
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. He's living in those moments over and over and over again.
There's nothing deeper to it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So
because his friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Watts. She's living her best life with granddaughter and daughter.
She's living forward. He's lived back.
Yes. And that's
a fine concept.
And that's what they chose.
Are you changing your score?
Nah, because we talked about the ending again.
Yeah, we left on. I'm going to keep it the 4.5.
Okay.
You're keeping it the 6.
Yeah.
So that gives us 5.25.
Yeah. I think you're not worth watching. I think people need to watch it.
I don't think it's worth watching, man. I don't think that ending is worth going through it. I don't think it is.
All right. Are you sure?
I'm positive. I don't know what we're going to put as the official score because usually we have a tiebreaker now. The two of us.
Well, maybe we'll put an audience score on our Instagram, and then we can.
Yeah, maybe I'll figure out something.
Yeah, we can do that
tonight.
Yeah.
But and then I'll post it. But hey, thanks for listening. This has been us talking about Reminiscence, the new Hugh Jackman movie. According to Cody, you should go watch it. According to me, you shouldn't. Either way, it's on HBO Max.
For it. Just go watch it on HBO Max.
Just watch it on HBO. If you don't have HBO Max, you really should be getting HBO Max. Hey, anyways, thanks so much. This is The Common Critic on the Fed by Ravens Media Network.